Hi, welcome to Out and About, and this is a very special edition of Out and About. And today I am here with Becky Miller, and you can see behind us where we're at. We're here at Second Harvest Food Bank. We're going to talk about some very special things coming up in the month of September. A little bit early here, but there's going to be a reason for it. We're not going to give you all the details, but there's some very, very special things coming up here. Becky, welcome to the show, and thanks again for doing such a great job in everything you do here at Second Harvest Food Bank.
Oh, well, thanks for having us, and we're really excited about the upcoming month of September.
Now, this is National Hunger Action Month that starts on September 1st. It runs through the entire month of September because remember, people don't just get hungry from Thanksgiving to Christmas. They get hungry every single day, and the figures are staggering. We're going to give you some of those in a minute, but we're going to talk a little bit about this month. This is something where you try to bring awareness to the Valley, not only to the Valley, but this is going on all over the country.
Yeah, so nationwide, September is Hunger Action Month, and it's to bring awareness to all of the hunger issues in every county of the country. Specifically in the Mahoning Valley, we will be talking about it on Hunger Action Day, which is September 13th, where we ask the Valley to wear orange, which is a symbolic color of hunger.
To show support to help spread the awareness out there of what actually is going on. And let me give you a little bit of that right now. How many people really fall into the classification here in the Mahoning Valley of being hungry?
Nearly 90,000 people in the Mahoning Valley are considered food insecure, where they don't know exactly where their next meal is going to come from.
90,000 people. That equates to what, 1 in
1 in 6 people and 1 in 4 kids right here in our community.
Okay, I'm going to run that by you again. 1 in 6 people or 1 in 4 children are considered, how did you put that, hunger?
Food insecure.
Food insecure, which means they don't know where their next meal is coming from. You might be sitting there right now having some snacks and a soda or a cup of coffee, or might even be eating dinner, and this is on in the background, and you know where your breakfast is coming the next day. But 1 out of 6 people and 1 out of 4 children do not know where their next meal is coming from. That is an astounding and immoral figure for us to deal with here in Mahoning Valley.
Yes, it is very staggering number, so that's why we work really hard during the month of September to kind of bring light to the 1 in 4 kids and the 1 in 6 people locally that don't know where their next meal is coming from. And
you play here at Second Harvest Food Bank, you play such an integral part in bringing food and helping those people out, because you not only, this isn't some the Second Harvest Food Bank is not somewhere where people come to get their food. You take the food as sort of a central distribution point, and then you divvy it out to a lot of organizations in the area.
Yes, so we are the central hub. I like to refer to it as a clearinghouse for large donations of food. And we serve 150 hunger relief organizations made up of church pantries, soup kitchens, homeless shelters, domestic violence shelters, and we have some programming as well that we do for kids.
Wow, and so those people, those 1 in 6 and 1 in 4 children, will have a meal the next day and will have a breakfast the next day. You do a wonderful job here. You've been doing this for quite a long time. It started off on a small scale, and now you are up to distributing a lot of food every year.
Yeah, in 2017, we hit a record of 10.6 million pounds of food that was distributed in Columbiana, Mahoning, and Trumbull counties. And right now, our agencies are seeing more than 15,000 requests for food a week.
15,000 requests from individual families a week.
Yes.
Let that set in for a minute. That's 1 in 6 people, 1 in 4 children, and over 15,000 requests for food a week. Right here in the Mahoning Valley, of people not having to know where their next food is coming from. I think there's a time when everybody has a little epiphany, or the light bulb goes off, and you really have to do something. You cannot let this go on anymore. As just human beings, that you have to have some compassion and some care for your neighbor next door. This could be your neighbor next door. This could be a cousin or a relative that you don't know that is doing this right now and hasn't told you about it and is one of these figures. So what can people do to help out?
We are accepting food and funds drives now and in September for Hunger Action Month specifically. People can call and see if we have a volunteer slot available that meets their hours to help volunteer if they can't give their food or money. People also give their time. We're very fortunate here to have a really good support in the Mahoning Valley.
So they can come down to the Second Harvest Food Bank, probably call in first and then make an appointment, and then you can volunteer your time. It's a great thing for you and your family to do because they do need the support of moving pallets around, and this food's coming in and out all day long, going to all these different organizations. You can only imagine the amount of manpower that they need. So again, now the month of September is going to be known as
Hunger Action Month.
Hunger Action Month. But there's one day in particular that we want everybody in Mahoning Valley, let's have an orange out here to show support and to get the awareness out of exactly what's going on.
Yeah, so September 13th is the day. We're dubbing it Hunger Action Day. This will be happening nationwide along with being in the Mahoning Valley. We want to paint the valley orange to see everybody's best orange outfits to show their support for the hungry people in our community.
That's not all that's going on, because starting on September 1st, we have some very, very special things that we can't really divulge as of yet, but are going to be starting here, where some people that really want to make a difference in the valley are going to do it. We're not going to talk about doing things anymore. We're going to start accomplishing things. We're going to give you a little tease right now, and we can't really talk about what it is, but just remember this: 11 to 1. Just keep that in the back of your mind. 11 to 1. What could 11 to 1, that ratio, actually mean? We're going to let you know as the month of September gets a little bit closer. But we're going to make a difference in this valley to try to bring an end to hunger, to make sure that everybody has enough food. You do a wonderful job here of making sure that happens. We want to do a little bit more for you to make your job a little bit easier and get those ratios of 6 to 1 and 4 to 1 for children. That's just unacceptable, and it should not be. And this is not just in the Mahoning Valley, folks, that this happens. This happens all over the country, let alone all over the world, but all over in America. In America, the most progressive country that has everything that we have to offer, and we still have 1 in 4 kids here in the Mahoning Valley not knowing where their next meal is. I don't know how to go on beyond that, except, again, that's just unacceptable. We need to stop that. And I think in September, we're going to do some fun things that are going to bring it to you. Just remember, 11 to 1. So, Becky, again, if people want to help out here and volunteer their time, how could they do it?
They can just give us a call at 330-792-5522.
All righty. And then you can come down, you can bring your family down, you could help work in the warehouse, distribute some food. You can do a food drive in your own neighborhood. You could donate some money to the food bank, which turns into, it's a much, much greater way than even donating food. And we're going to get to that in September. But just remember this, 11 to 1. Becky, we're going to be seeing a lot of each other over the next couple months from September to December. We're going to do something very big to put a stop to hunger in the Mahoning Valley.
Really looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
No problem. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to do it for this edition of Out and About. Remember this, 11 to 1. Keep watching this channel. Go to the Armstrong Facebook page, 11 to 1. We want you to help. There's no more, no, I'm going to look the other way. That's enough. We're all going to get together as a community, and we're going to raise enough money and enough manpower to make sure that nobody goes to bed wondering where their next meal is going to come from. Okay? Thank you very much for tuning in to Out and About. Becky Miller, thank you again.
Thank you.
And we're going to see you again real soon. Remember, 11 to 1. You take care. We'll see you again on the next edition of Out and About.